Okay, so I don't have an intro for a podcast yet, but hey, this is a podcast that I'm trying out. I'm gonna start it off with a serious topic. I ask that you two do not interrupt until I'm done explaining, because I do have explanations for this.
Okay.
Um, what I want to talk about is something that I've been trying to avoid talking about, and when I say what brings up the idea, you're gonna understand why. But with all like the riots and the protests that are now up like my front door, it's kind of hard to ignore this thought process. But there was a quote that I remember being told about from Hitler. I think it was in his book Mein Kampf, where he
Yeah.
said that the United States' diversity would be its downfall. And I want to make clear I do not support Hitler at all, and or anything he did, or anything that his soldiers did, or the Nazis did, because they're just shitty people. But I just can't help but wonder if he's right, because if you look at this past couple of years, we've had a lot of problems stemming from like clashing of culture and race. And in my psychology class last year, we found that one, when two different cultures clash, there's pretty much three options that can happen. They'll either ignore each other, they'll try and assimilate each other into their cultures, or they'll try and destroy each other. And when
Mhm.
people are reminded of their own mortality, they become a lot more focused on what's called their in group, in this case being like race, ethnicity, culture, and they show a lot of disdain for out groups. And these past couple years, we've had a lot of talks of, like, a lot of news about famous people dying, and then we've had a lot of problems with people being, like, super racist and hateful towards each other. And we're such a big, diverse country that I just can't help but wonder if how diverse we are is causing so many problems that's eventually going to rip us apart because we're such a huge country.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my explanation. You two can feel free to talk about whatever.
Um, I do feel like that there is a lot of cultural boundaries that try to separate us. Zundai.
Gesundheit.
Um,
I'm sorry.
I I think that that you are right in a way. They these cultural boundaries do tend to cause tension within everyone who's affected by it, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, I think that it's not just about the cultures. It's also about people's stupidity. Like, you can be tolerant of of somebody's religion or their beliefs or their skin color, but you have to be tolerant of it. You can't just expect them to be like, I'm sorry for being black. That's not how it works.
I'm sorry, just the phrase of, like, oh, I'm sorry my skin tone is black. I'm sorry
But
for this thing I can't control. Like, just the thought of
exactly,
someone saying that.
yeah, I just don't think that it's fair to uh I don't think it's fair to support ignorance.
Yeah. That's part of why, I don't like a lot of, like, Hollywood movies that talk about culture, because usually they get it wrong. And there was a recent movie, I don't know what it was called, but apparently it talked about gypsy culture, quote unquote, but all
Uh-huh.
they did was talk about stereotypes and try and promote stereotypes, and like they didn't do their homework at all. If you're gonna portray gypsy culture, do it right. Especially if one of your main advertising points is, oh, it talks about gypsy culture. Gypsy culture is actually pretty interesting, by the way. I don't remember that much about it, because we didn't talk about it much in my classes, but apparently they're a very nomadic group.
Yeah.
And they share everything with each other. They'll use each other's, like, credit cards and social security numbers and stuff like that. Just because out of habit, and I think they said it was, like, to protect identity. I think. Yeah, I wanted to start off with those things because I knew if I didn't, I would forget about it.
Right.
Zeta, you're muted. We're supposed to be able to hear your lovely voice and your hilarious laugh that is contagious.
Yeah. Was it something that I said?
No.
Do you just not want to talk
To be
about
honest,
it?
I'm
You
sorry,
what?
you'll have to repeat that.
I legit just woke up.
Oh. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm playing Absolver, and this one person's run cycle just got messed up, so it looked like he was just skating forward. He's just kind of like, sweetie, sweetie.
Dude, that shit happens all the time on League. But just run cycles messing up. I've had it so many times where my character will just like moonwalk slide through the lane or the jungle.
I have
Yeah.
that happen all the time in League. It's only when I play Star Guardian Soraka, though. Like, I heal somebody, and suddenly she's walking sideways.
Well, it could be because that's a new skin. But I've had it on like Talon and Malzahar and so many other people where instead of like turning and walking, they just suddenly like start sliding across the ground.
Yeah.
I've had it happen a lot with Malzahar after I use his Q.
No, but like in this instance, the run animation was kind of frozen. So they had like their knee up, like they were going running, and they just sliding across the ground.
Like that one Kiori video where Draven goes to fling an axe, and he takes the Thresh Lantern as he does it, and he gets frozen in that position.
No. It's like the Nautilus thing. Like, you know how sometimes when Nautilus will throw his anchor and he'll get stuck in that one animation? Yeah.
That's making me think of that one glitch. I don't know if they even patched it. Where when Thresh would get knocked up in the middle of his death sentence, he'd get flung off the screen.
No.
Which reminds me, Zeta, did I ever tell you about the problem they ran into when they were trying to rework Shaco's ultimate?
Yeah, but there's a time I was playing Earth. I was Thresh, and ye killed me. I died, but Thresh was in the T-pose. I'm just like, you broke me!
Dude, that's happened before. Why does that happen with Thresh half the time? Because I've had that happen to me too. Well, maybe not so much the T-pose, but he's standing up when he dies.
I was standing in the T-pose, and his lantern and hook were on the sides, and I'm just like, pretty sure we just broke Thresh.
Good work, League. Good work. That reminds me, in Assassin's Creed, there was a weird game-breaking glitch. I think in the Xbox version when it first came out, where you would end up running into yourself.
Uh-huh.
And you wouldn't be able to complete the game. Actually, let me look this up, because it's a really weird glitch. Because I want to get it right. Make sure the original one. The game initially shipped with a doozy of a bug occurring in the Azurf level on the Xbox 360 version. Halfway through the level, the landscape would become a void, and the animus glitches would appear as if signifying Desmond's desynchronizing. If you didn't fall through the level geography to your death at this point, you would encounter an Altair clone that copies your moves as you make them. Then the cutscene of Altair's final confrontation with Disable would not trigger, leaving the game in a state of limbo as you stand there staring at the motionless Templars. Needless to say, this made the game unwinnable until it was patched. So if you didn't end up dying from this glitch, you'd run into a clone of yourself.
Wow.
Not sure how the hell that works, or how that wasn't caught.
Maybe it accidentally triggered a debug thing, where, like maybe the developers were trying to see if the moves were like working properly, so they had the camera facing backwards, and then a clone that would copy the moves, like
But
on the other side.
when the beta testers would play it, or like the people who are supposed to catch bugs, how would they not run into that?
I mean, it's just a matter of how good the quality control is. You know, some people don't play test their games at all.
Sonic Boom.
I mean, I don't even think that was playtesting errors. I think that was just the fact that they were trying to rush it out the door.
And they probably didn't playtest it because they were trying to get it out for Christmas.
Like a bunch of idiots. How could...
Like, seriously, the friggin' Knuckles glitch.
Yeah.
If you want to get high.
That's not a glitch, that's a feature. That's something that my professor would say.
Alright, you're going for game
Game
development.
design. Yes.
How's that going for you?
So far, so good. Kinda.
1 second. So, in less than 10 minutes, we completely derailed the conversation.
I mean...
That takes skill right there.
I don't think there's anything wrong with derailing at this point. We were talking about a pretty dark topic. I think something more lighthearted would have helped.
That is very true. Zeta, are you okay?
I'm kind of super tired.
Really? I couldn't imagine why. Weren't you, like, playing with,
Plank.
what's his face?
Plank.
All night? Yeah.
Most of the night, yeah, and then he was forced to go to bed. I may have been on League, but I was actually asleep from 4 to 1.
Wow.
Dude, when I woke up this morning / this afternoon, I was so groggy that I just ended up staying in bed for another hour and going between sleep and not sleeping. Hi, Plank.
Oh my god.
I think part of that, though, was the fact that I woke up at like 9 in the morning. I actually woke up a couple times last night. Don't know
I
why.
did. I went to bed at 4 and got up at 12.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that.
Slept pretty well.
Yes, well,
I got yelled at, is why I got in bed.
What'd you say,
Pretty sad.
Zeta?
I wish she didn't wake me up early, so.
You know what's super awkward about Absolver?
No.
The way that you learn attacks and moves is that you have to let your opponent hit you, and you have to defend each attack successfully, whether you're blocking, parrying, or dodging.
That honestly sounds really dumb.
It kind of makes sense in the context of the game because, like, you don't just learn the skills by leveling up. You learn from other players and other NPCs. You know, they teach you the moves by attacking you with them, and then you learn by like defending how to master that move and use it properly.
But you said you have to be hit with the move to learn it, so you can't just see it and copy it.
Exactly.
Which sounds dumb.
Yeah. I mean, some of the moves are very complex. Like, there's this one style called the stagger stance. You're basically fighting like the drunken fighter stance thing. Like, that's not something that you can like learn just by watching.
You're saying this and you're just reminding me of Assassin's Creed when I first played it. Because in Assassin's Creed, every time you get one of your ranks back, because Altair oh so smartly gets himself deranked at the beginning of the game, you get a new move and sometimes a new tech with it. And then you have to go to the training dojo and learn how to use it. And you also reminded me of the oh so lovable water level in Assassin's Creed.
Oh, water levels.
Because,
Yay.
hello, person.
Hello?
I am definitely not butter.
What the fuck?
You're gonna have to tell me your name because your voice is not ringing a bell.
Talk, you son of-
Who was
Doc.
that?
It's Doc.
Oh, Tack.
I am definitely not butter.
Okay, Margarine.
Except
Yeah,
Bruh.
Brandon, the water level in Assassin's Creed is hated because Altair cannot swim. If you end up in the water, you will drown.
Yeah.
You can actually drown in a knee-deep fountain.
You can drown in a fountain.
Yep.
no!
Because Altair is coded not to be able to swim in that game.
I don't want
So,
my exotic
this
Okay,
level...
hold up. The fact that they actually coded the fountain to have body of water as a property.
Well,
that-
it's deep
that's
enough
dumb.
that if you end up a certain way in the fountain, he'll drown.
Jeez.
I don't know why they didn't fix that, because it's only knee-deep water. But that is the thing that happens. And if you go into deep enough water, he just drowns automatically.
Wow.
And this level takes place on a pier and a bunch of ships, and you have to jump between them without landing in the water and dying, and there's drunk sailors on those ships who will try and push you off into the water.
What the fuck?
It's very antagonizing. It pissed me off when I first played the game. Not as bad as the fight with Robert DeSable, but it was very annoying.
Talk, I'm here to help you. Let me slap you.
Especially
Come on.
because it's pretty easy to accidentally
Come on,
launch
come here.
yourself into the
Come here, Talk.
ocean.
Come here.
What the fuck?
Talk. I
Are you-
can't.
What are you guys
There you
talking
go.
about now?
Vel'Koz can slap someone. I'm slapping Talk's ass because he's a bitch.
What the f-
I'm gonna let you
Exactly.
two know I am recording for a podcast right now, so if you don't want to be in the podcast, you should probably leave.
Lol.
Screw it, we'll just join it.
Lol.
Okay.
We are at the moment talking about just various video games.
Oh, various video games? Yeah, then I'm leaving.
As I was saying about Absolver, though, it may as well cut to that one scene in SpongeBob where like Squidward gives some random customer a hammer. He's like, "Here, take this hammer and hit me as hard as you can."
I thought it was a baseball bat.
No, was it a baseball bat? I don't remember. I just remember him like laying his head down, like, yeah, put me out
blunt
of my
weapon.
misery. Yeah, it was a blunt weapon of sorts. Except in this game, you have to get hit by swords. Yeah.
So just like Photoshop a sword in place of the hammer / baseball bat.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I shake my head. Thinking back on Assassin's Creed, though, the one thing I love about that game is you can climb on.
I missed the split.
You can climb on pretty much anything,
Wow.
and I love it. I want there to be a free roaming game where you just climb on stuff, anything and everything. I would buy that and I would play it. Doesn't have to have a story, just stuff to climb on. An open world climbing game.
That actually sounds kind of fun.
But the weird thing in I think Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 is that the only thing you cannot climb on is trees.
I mean, didn't your mama tell you not to climb trees when you were young?
You can climb on a brick that's sticking half an inch out of a building, but you cannot climb on a tree.
Of course, makes logical sense, correct?
They fixed that in the third one, since that takes place in, like, colonial America and trees are very prominent. But in the first few, you just can't climb on trees. They're not coded to be climbable.
I mean, trees are very unstable.
It depends on the tree. There was a thing at the gardens around here where they had professional tree climbers come through and teach you how they, or show you how they climb trees where the branches are like 100 feet in the air. Those things were pretty sturdy.
Zeta, why so quiet?
They're tired, apparently.
They're like half asleep still.
I'm gonna play a game of League half asleep.
Oh,
Have
no.
fun with that.
Just wait a minute. We're in one right now, Zeta. It'll just be like a couple.
You nerds.
I'm already in the queue.
But Zeta, I would wait.
Forced to go ADC. Time to
Zeta,
suck
I would
Israel.
wait. Zeta, I would wait on you, Zeta.
Christ.
Wait on me.
Sadly, I can't. I'm with somebody.
Zeta.
If you two are playing League, maybe you should move to the League chat.
No.
What the f-
I don't know, Brandon. Zeta's mind is an enigma.
Yeah.
The references
The
here.
inner machinations of Zeta's mind are an enigma. And then you just add that gif of the
Still
milk
built.
falling over.
Did you say machinations?
Yeah, machinations.
Mechanisms.
Milk.
Mechanism? Okay, I don't...
Brandon, are you also half asleep?
I mean, yeah.
This is Breakfast Champions.
You gotta understand. I didn't go to bed till like 4, and I didn't wake up till like 12, so...
I didn't wake up until like 1:40.
I messaged Mason.
Yeah,
when
but I've been having like bad sleep all week.
Talk is failing me. He's feeding.
Talk always fails me.
He's 0-1,
Oh
man.
shit.
Shade being thrown.
My God, we have the same bot lanes. I'm gonna kill myself.
Have fun.
I
We have
fucked up my
Ezreal
split.
and Soraka on both teams.
Are you playing
Oh, you guys
blind?
went blind?
Yeah,
Why?
because that's where we win.
Well,
You silly, silly person.
But this is hilarious. That's literally the only thing the same we have about our teams.
Back when blind was the primary
oh my
mode
God,
to
the
play,
Soraka has Deathfire.
I cried. I'm glad there's draft now.
yeah, it's the inner machinations of my mind. Mad.
Really?
Why
I always thought he
does
said
Baraka have
mechanisms.
Deathfire touch?
No.
No.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Well,
Brandon.
he says the wrong word then.
Brandon,
What?
gotta ask.
What?
What keystone are you supposed to take on Trundle?
None.
Honestly, Grasp of the Undying is probably the most optimal.
They took Thunderlords.
Oh, well, that's bad.
Okay, Thunderlords is a bad pick on Trundle.
I wouldn't get grass, but I've played Trundle in the jungle, so.
I saw a squirrel outside, and I thought it was a cat for a second.
Honestly, the best keystones for Trundle are Fervor of Battle and Grasp of the Undying.
I would never take Fervor on Trundle.
I wouldn't either, but I mean it's better than nothing, especially if you're like trying to jungle, like, because Trundle doesn't
What the hell?
benefit from courage, despite his pillar knocking up anybody nearby. It doesn't treat it as a knock-up, quote unquote.
Oh, thinking of mirror matchups, back when blind pick was still the optimal pick between blind and draft, there was a time when 4 of 5 people were the same on each team.
Mm-hmm.
I think it.
Well, everyone played Yasuo.
Oh god, why? I hate Yasuo. A little bit.
We have a Mastery 7 Yasuo going against
Welcome
an
to
Orc.
Blind Pick, where everybody plays Riven and the matchup doesn't matter.
I'm asking my Ivan friend if they want to join this chat and the weird things that happen here. Have either of you played Dishonored?
I've seen gameplay of Dishonored, I haven't actually played it myself.
Okay, don't spoil it for me because one of my friends told me about it and they just told me like the main thing. How you're like some guy that got blamed for a crime he didn't commit and now you're trying to kill the real killer.
Yeah, that's
And-
basically the premise.
And apparently, you can climb stuff Assassin's Creed style in that game.
Yeah, you can.
So I'm planning on buying it and then recording my blind reactions to it.
It's definitely recommended, because, like, not only do you have the access to all of these hardcore parkour skills, you also have some magic and special weapons.
Awesome. Yeah, they told me
You have
apparently.
you have a hand crossbow, which is pretty swag.
Oh, this is gonna get Diablo 3.
And you can load it with one hand, so you can have a sword in the
Wha-
other.
What?
Yeah.
How do you load a bow with one hand? How does
also
that
have-
work?
You also have a flintlock pistol, I think, and you load that with one hand. So,
Okay, this is not Diablo. Diablo does not have guns. It does have crossbows, though. And for whatever reason, rapid fire is a thing in Diablo 3.
yeah.
I had that on my Demon Hunter. It was ridiculous and terrifying at the same time. Need to start playing it again. Also, the music in Dishonored is really cool. Really nice from what I've heard. I've listened to all of 2 tracks from it, but it sounds really nice. I heard apparently you can teleport.
Yes. Yes, that is a thing.
It's boring in there.
Then why did you go to the other chat?
I went in
Didn't
there.
you ask
Talk-
that? Didn't you
talk
ask them
ask-
to go into the other chat?
No.
No, I
Talk
was
ask-
not talking to you. I was talking to Mad.
Oh.
Yeah, because if you're playing League, you should probably go to the League chat, not stay in the casual chat.
I'm staying in the casual chat because none of you are in my game.
You're
Oh
not
my
even
God.
talking to us. I want there to be more games like Assassin's Creed where you can just climb on whatever the hell you want. Because that is just fun to do. We have been talking for about 30 minutes now.
Nice.
Spicy.
Gesundheit, Zeta.
Wow.
Is that what you're supposed to say when people burp?
What?
Gesundheit? I know you
I
say
mean-
that if people sneeze.
Not
Like-
sure.
I don't know what you say when people burp or when they cough.
Say excuse you as well.
So if someone coughs and you say excuse you,
Yes, you do.
sounds legit.
Excuse you.
Ow. That kind of hurt.
Oh my god.
What?
We're getting camped bot lane. That's kind of funny.
Joy. Did I ever show you guys that video of the, it's like a foggy town with a siren going and someone photoshops in like a Martian tripod? Did I show you guys that?
I don't think you have.
Let me go find it. Because it's honestly pretty unnerving, and the first time I saw it, I was half awake. So I thought it was legit. I didn't realize it was photoshopped.
Wow.
I am so good at splits! I love it.
What?
You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
No.
Splits, I'm playing Vel'Koz.
Oh.
Post it in the videos chat.
I love this champ so much. Geometry's paying off already.
Dude, I was pretty geometry minded when I was in high school. Which is sad because almost everything that you do is algebra. And I'm not that good at algebra.
Algebra's fun.
I don't like, well, one, I don't like math. Two, I'm
Oh.
bad at algebra. I was pretty good at geometry. I was actually really good at doing proofs.
My teacher doesn't ask for proofs. It's pretty funny. It's like everyone's like, geometry's all about proofs. Teacher's not asking for proofs.
I don't know what teacher you had and that didn't have you do proofs. But it was like every time there was a proof question, people were like, oh god, why? And I was like, this is pretty easy. What are you complaining about?
Man. Why is this so hard? Why is it so difficult? Just the moves. Let me hit me with the sword and don't bring any of your lackeys with you.
Are you kidding me? Talk, you don't know what you're doing.
Dude, he's not in here. Go to the league chat if you're gonna talk to Tack.
I'm not talking to him though. I'm just exclaiming it.
Jesus.
I remember he used to play a lot of Rengar, and it was disgusting.
Yes. He stopped playing Rengar because Rengar's pretty bad right now.
Disgusting.
Zeta, I did not hear what you said because Plank talked over you.
Hey buddy, I'll let you outside. Go on, dude.
Oh, popping my neck feels good. You know, I hate it when I play Ivern and then the enemy just immediately picks Rengar. It's like, way to make my
What?
bushes completely useless.
Yes, I did. Lol. I'm happy.
No wonder he's doing more damage to me than me.
Hmm.
What?
This Ezreal's actually going an AD build.
Oh, you're going AP lane.
AP Ezreal all the way. Dude, AP Tristana used to be terrifying.
AP Tristana is still terrifying.
No,
No.
I
It
thought
is,
they
actually.
I thought they nerfed
course.
Dude,
that.
stop! No, they didn't. They just changed stuff.
Enough.
It's still terrifying.
Enough of this.
It used to be just utterly horrifying though, where she could basically one-shot you.
She can, still.
Not really with an AP build.
Yes.
No,
can.
no.
Except, stop saying that! You're getting fucking annoying. Stop!
You want to talk
Stop
about annoying?
exclaiming no. Please. That's all I
Yeah.
want.
You want to talk fucking annoying? You're fucking annoying.
Okay? I'm fine with that. Just stop saying no.
You two ever do anything but argue?
Keep saying no, as if it doesn't work, when it's obviously worked a million times before.
Well, AP
It's getting
Tristana
annoying.
does kind of still work. It's not nearly as good as it used to be though.
It's not as good as it used to be, yeah, because the way they changed her stuff.
So
but
they
it still
nerfed it.
worked.
That is technically a nerf.
It wasn't a nerf. It was just a change of ability. That's not what a nerf is.
And technically a nerf to AP Tristana since they made it not as viable.
Eh. I just want us that fight.
I don't know if this Ezreal ADC is on a regular basis, but I'm never playing this again.
What? You going AP?
Your enemies are
Ezreal?
more toxic than your allies.
Normally, if the enemies are more toxic, that means you're doing a good job.
No, he's being toxic about my CS because he has more.
Oh, then just mute the guy.
Of course.
I'm not building AD at the moment.
Then that's fine. AP Ezreal works.
Oh no, I'm planning to build Trinity.
Yeah, that's a good buy. As far as I'm aware, I would know I don't play Ezreal.
It's either Trinity or Frozen Fist. You buy one of the two.
Hey, Brandon.
What?
Do you remember when AD Malzahar was viable?
Oh yeah.
It's
And I
still
couldn't
viable.
build, I
Nah.
couldn't play AD Malzahar to save my life. I would try it, and then it would just feed. And I'm like, how the hell do people even do this?
Mm-hmm. What, did it make your little scuttlers do 1,000,000 damage or
Oh
something?
yeah,
Yeah.
because they have, I think, they used to have, what was it, like a 1-1 ratio for Malzahar's attack damage. So the whole thing about AD Malzahar was you would spam 4 spells and get one of your Voidlings out, and then they would start wailing on people.
Yee.
The problem
You
was I
failed me.
wasn't good at doing that.
Z has failed me.
Because back
Why?
when that was his passive, I wouldn't keep track of it because it wasn't actually that useful as a passive, to be honest. So just
What is his passive?
his current passive,
No.
his
I
It
don't
current,
agree.
creates a spell
It's just-
shield.
yeah, his
Oh
his
yeah.
free
I forgot about
banshees.
The old passive used to spawn voidlings whenever he cast a certain number of spells.
Yeah, that ring under his ultimate, that was actually a separate skill called Null Zone.
Yeah, yeah. They changed him up. I like the way they changed him from how he used to be.
I'm
The
actually
Voidlink
happy
wasn't
that they
available
didn't
much better.
change him that much. Hi,
They
Ivan
just-
Munn. Oh, you're not going to talk? That's the whole point of a podcast. We are currently talking about video games, more specifically Malzahar and how he got changed. Yeah, I'm just glad they didn't change him up that much. So he wasn't like a completely different champion, like Fiora or Yorick or Galio.
I like the way they changed
Did we-
it. Works awesome.
I mean, yeah, those changes were good for those champions, but then it's like you have to learn a whole new champion.
Yeah.
That's fun though.
Well, for me, who has been playing Malzahar for like 4 years now, that would not have been very fun. Because his playstyle is fairly specific, and having to learn a whole new playstyle would not have been fun, because his specific playstyle plays really well with me. I'm sorry, Brandon, you were going to say something and I totally interrupted you.
No, it's fine.
Were you
I'm
going...
just being, I'm, no, it's fine.
Were you going to talk about Yorick?
No. I'm just, I don't know. I'm fine.
Okay. Yorick's rework, though, had been a long time coming.
Oh yeah.
I remember
I hate
seeing posts about, oh, like, this is gonna be his new rework, and I was like, oh, that sounds really nice and refreshing for Yorick, and then, like, 2 months passed, and there was just no news about it, a rework for Yorick, and I'm like, okay, they were lying.
They
Agreed.
just all of a sudden. come out of
Actually,
it.
they did have like news and stuff. Like they had one of the writers like on the League wiki posting info about potential ideas and stuff, and then he just stopped posting. And then 2 years later, they came out with the rework.
Yeah, like, that, they said, like, they had news about it, and then they just stopped talking about it for a while, and so I thought they were lying about Yorick getting a rework.
Uh,
And then suddenly Yorick gets a rework, and he's actually really good.
Yeah, well, Yorick's. No,
Shove lane every day.
I'm working on it. Okay.
I like his upcoming skin, except for the look of the maiden.
I think the maiden looks nice.
It looks nice, it's just so weird how she has huge, like, shoulder things and a small head.
It's actually the way the normal maiden looks. It's just the shoulder thing.
It
is
looks like a
separated.
lot of the head and neck area is missing, though.
I never noticed the head on the maiden normally, anyways.
I do. We need a topic to talk about.
Nah, not really.
Are you sure?
Anime.
What?
Anime.
I don't watch a
Aw.
lot of anime.
Cry.
I would disappoint Alphys
Ha ha.
and Undyne. Every time I go through that date with Alphys and Undyne, I always tell Undyne that anime is not real.
Why is that?
Because it's not, and she would be disappointed getting to the surface to learn it's not real.
Yeah.
So
She-
might as well tell her now.
But anime is real.
Dude, can you wield a sword 5 times your size? Do
I don't
we
know if there can.
do we have
Oh.
giant mecha robots that we pilot to fight aliens?
Yes. In our imaginations.
You disappoint me.
What did I do?
Your answer disappoints me. Yeah, if she's been told a lot of lies, she better learn now that they're lies before she gets to the surface and no one tells her and she has to confront Alfie's like,
Pretty
you
sure.
bitch, you lied to me.
Whenever she said is anime real, I'm pretty sure she meant like, is it a thing? Does it actually?
No, she actually believes that anime is real.
Of course.
Because Alfie's told her, hey, this anime, this is actually documentaries on human life. And so she thinks, like, people have, like, flowery swordsmen and giant swords and blah, 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 blah.
Love me.
And, like, she learns it might be a lie, and she's like, oh my god, please tell me this is not a lie. And you have to tell her either it is or it isn't. And I always say it isn't, and then she's like, oh god, everything I know is a lie, but I have to be strong.
We're winning right now.
He's like, actually, it's not that bad. I can get
Yes,
over
we're
it.
at base. We're at the mid lane inhibitor tower.
Yeah, that's basically Undyne's reaction.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, we can't throw, or then it'll just take longer.
But the freaking music when she starts having an existential crisis is hilarious.
Of course.
Because it
What?
speeds up her theme like 8 times.
Yeah.
I don't know why Spear of Justice is so funny when it's sped up, but it is.
Just is. I like how everyone in this game is complaining about true damage.
Zeph, you should talk to us. Why aren't you talking?
Oh wow.
Hey, Barry.
Why can't I play Ezreal?
Oh, your mic isn't working.
Yasuo,
That sucks.
why are you tower diving?
Yasuo.
You see, you slap your microphone, because slapping technology always works.
Yes.
My god, like I said, he's playing actual AD. He bought Static Shiv and Infinity Edge.
Thank God.
Mm.
I have Wi-Fi now. Holla.
Hey, Barry.
Barry, you have to join me. I got halfway to, Bronze 2.
Oh my God. Yes.
So you're Bronze 3.
Yes.
I'm just mad that this is the last day before I go to school and I get Wi-Fi.
Zeph, are you talking?
Yes, I think so.
Yay, we can hear you.
What is
God,
that?
I'm so bad at Ezreal. Somebody kill me. Then again, this Ezreal's building more damage than me.
I think killing you is a little bit rude.
I don't have any deaths.
Ivern is here. Accurate.
Okay,
So we
gonna
got
confess, haven't played League in like a week. I just got on like yesterday to basically spam onslaught mode.
Wow.
I honestly prefer normal mode because onslaught just gets, I guess, repetitive because you always die on like the same levels.
Yeah. I like it because basically to win you either play Misfortune or Janna.
That is kind of true. Or you can play Jinx and just minigun everything.
Yeah. I will say though, the Ardent Sensor and Athene's combo in that game mode is just way OP.
I haven't actually bought Athene's Grail in that mode. I normally get Redemption, Ardent Sensor, and probably Death Cap.
Mm.
And then you gotta get boots. But I actually really like that mode, mostly because it's missions instead of just attack the Nexus.
Touche.
Kind of reminds me of games like
Forgot we had a fist for a second.
what?
Kill me.
What?
Kill me.
Why?
How do I Ezreal?
You arcane
Why are you
shift.
defending it as...
I'm gonna go save.
I don't know what just
Oh
happened.
god, both rockets ulted and it costed me a kill.
Live. Stars hear me.
Well, I gotta go.
Okay, bye, Plank.
Just see ya.
I don't know why he joined just to say he had to leave. But okay.
You know, I'm the only person who hasn't died yet.
You got skills.
I'm very proud of this. I have 4 assists. Yeah. We know. No, the entire bot lane on our team hasn't died yet. Woo!
He's in
Pro Ezreal plays right here.
the milk and stuff. Can I leave this, like, not turned on? Okay, thank you.
This. Oh,
Who was that?
help. Our Fizz fed, he's 1 in 10. I haven't.
How do you feed as Fizz?
Teemo.
How do you feed as
Did that
Fizz?
auto-attack? I've been clicking around this entire time. I didn't even do anything.
Brandon, please explain the concept to me as feeding as Fizz.
Because
He's not a ranged champion, so Poke can be dealt with easily.
I remember one time, back when I played on my shitty laptop, I was playing Fizz, and it overheated, so I was gone for the game for 10 minutes. And the moment I got back into the game, I got a double kill. Gone for 10 minutes, and I got a double kill as Fizz.
How does that even work?
I don't know. I just remember like I jumped to a fight and just launched my ult, and it did a bazillion damage because it's a Fizz ult.
My friend offered me moderation on their server. I can't handle this.
Then don't accept the offer.
Yeah, the problem is there's not a lot of mods. But I just told them I don't want it.
Okay then.
So who's winning?
I'm hearing Naruto sounds.
I think that's Yasuo. Oh wait.
Trundle! I gotta kill this Ezreal. This is a need.
Okay, have fun with that. Hey, Ivern. Would you believe me if I said that our original topic was about the riots and protests?
Seriously?
Yes.
In less than 10 minutes, we had completely derailed the conversation onto video games.
Sounds about right.
Uh, we have skill here. I don't know why I burped. I haven't eaten anything today.
Life. There you go.
So that's about as good an explanation as any.
Yes.
Sometimes you just go get an apple and start eating in the middle of this podcast recording.
That's how you make it complete, man.
I have to eat an apple.
Now you just have to eat something very obnoxiously close to the microphone. That's how you make it complete.
I would do that, but the thing is, with my setup, I have to stand up. Because my microphone is on top of my monitor, so if I want to be right next to the microphone, I actually have to stand up.
That's sad.
Well, because my keyboard is in front of my monitor, so it's set back on the desk. So it's back and up.
Have an Ivern crisp apple, man.
Don't ask how he makes them. I'll be right back. Actually, I can probably still talk because this is all one room. That one looks good.
I was in the same belt.
I freaking love Ivern, though.
Why?
Because he and Braum, they're just so happy, and they're so nice to people. Not to mention, Ivern is a ditz, and it's glorious.
God.
Where did that come from?
It was me.
Nothing in here but us, stalks of grass.
What's the one? Hold on, I actually need to look up this line. Da, 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 da.
Hey, Krugs, how's the wife?
God. What the heck? There's another storm?
Oh boy.
Are you talking about, Hurricane Jose?
No, it's tropical storm. Maria.
Yes. Get here before I die!
It's estimated to follow the same path as Irma.
Dude, Jose is also estimated to follow the same path as Irma.
Wow, the world is ending, guys. GG.
I would make a joke about the Mayans, but the truth is their calendar wasn't actually complete. And they found calendars from them that extended past the year like 5,000.
Wow, okay then.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, apparently there's a day in September that means the end of the world.
Dude, they've been predicting like ends of the world dates for like 7 years now.
Yeah. 2012, everybody thought we were gonna die.
And then it was like 2013, supposedly with Ragnarok.
Wait, seriously? I thought that came later.
It was either 2013 or 2015.
Let's look it up.
Did you find that Ivern quote, by the way?
Being as he has almost 25 minutes of dialogue and like
Dude, just go
a
to the
bajillion
wiki and look it
lines,
up.
no. I'm looking.
You can click Control F to like type a word and that you know is in the quote.
You see that would be useful if I remembered which words were in the quote.
Do you remember what the
Yes.
quote is even for?
Yes, I remember that.
Go, because it.
Okay, I found the segment.
I wonder what all the gods are doing.
Watching us and frowning upon us because we're losers.
I mean, the human race is kind of disappointing.
I mean, like, yeah, of course.
Where do I put the link?
What?
Where do I put the link? I'm gonna
You
guess.
put it
here.
in general chat.
Okay,
I forgot.
there.
Friends invited.
Potatoes are always watching.
Didn't you send that to my Jin?
Yep.
And I finally answered it like last night. Because I totally forgot it was in my inbox. And Jin's just like, Ivern, are you okay?
Nothing is okay.
His
Yeah,
taunt for
no.
Lulu, though. Finally, someone who understands nature like I do. Meanwhile, everyone's like, I think Lulu is on LSD.
She is. She
Yep.
can taste.
That
a
tasted
color.
purple!
Taste the color. She's on LSD.
I think I'm surprisingly good at doing Lulu's voice.
So many tabs. Why do I have two of these open?
Why? This costs 1,775 RP. Let's see, I'm gonna waste $20 on League of Legends, guys.
In late 2013 and early 2014, English language media outlets widely reported that Ragnarok was foretold to occur on February 22nd, 2014.
I want to see what happened
Apparently
on that.
patterned after the 2012 phenomenon, the claim was at times attributed to a Viking calendar. No such calendar is known to have existed, and the source was a prediction made to media outlets by some Viking center in England, intended to draw attention to an event that the institution was to hold on that date.
In the city.
Okay.
Yes, because asked me to.
Should I buy chest?
Aha, there it is. Okay.
I would not waste money on chests. Mainly because I have too many of them.
The only problem why I want to get chest is because I have too many tokens. And I need
Tokens
blue
or
essence.
keys?
Like champion tokens.
I got my first honor capsule the other day, and in it I got a Master Yi token and like 5 bajillion key fragments.
You do not want that. I got an honor capsule yesterday. I got a Misfortune shard and 2 keys. And then I opened another crate and I got Captain Misfortune. And I was like, I think the game's trying to tell me something.
Wait, I could buy 2 Star Guardian skins.
Then buy them.
But I only want Soraka. I do want Jinx, but Janna.
I know, right?
I don't know.
I want the Star Guardian Jinx skin because of the quotes, but I don't play her enough for it to be viable.
That was stellar. Haha, get it? Star Guardians.
Hey Kuro, you know what I call 5 dead enemies? A great start.
Oh my god.
I
Jinx is great.
Huh?
no, you go first. Well, okay. I was actually like originally I didn't really like the new Star Guardian Ari skin, but I actually played it in the Onslaught, and now I kind of really like it. It's pretty well made for being basically a cash grab.
I don't think it feels right when I see people play the new Star Guardians RV skin.
I just don't like that Ari was the one to get it.
Yeah, Soraka deserves it. She's literally a star child.
Like, Soraka and Syndra, I can understand. Misfortune, sorta.
Yeah, that
Ezreal,
Misfortune
I don't
seemed random.
know. But Ari's already has like 20 skins.
True.
She doesn't need any more.
I think I get Misfortunes because she's like a bounty hunter, and there's like galaxy bounty hunters and stuff. So it's like, hey, but
Like, stop making skins for Teemo, Annie, and Ari already.
Ari is just cash grab. Katarina also has a lot of skins.
Make another skin for Alawi already.
Oh yeah, people only have like 2 skin, well, 1 skin.
I thought that would have gotten Brandon's attention.
Yeah. I hear you. I'm waiting.
I haven't played League for
Pool Party Alawi.
What's up? Nothing, just
8 days, holy. That is a
They
long
need
time.
to make Pool Party Alawi a thing so that she can slap people with wet noodles.
I think of that, I think
Well
Fiora.
done now.
Thank you. for helping.
No problem.
That's like a balloon.
One can only hope. Okay. Well, I can wait. I'm a patient man. I already got my Yorick skin, so like, not the worst in the world.
Brandon, you're kind of hard to hear.
Sorry, my microphone is off my head. So
Star Guardian Ivern.
No.
that'd be
League,
great.
I don't think that would work.
It wouldn't work, but it's hilarious.
Oh god, his bushes would not look like bushes.
Mm-mm.
It would be stars.
Pile of
You
stars.
just see a giant cluster of stars, and you're like, I don't think that's supposed to be there. Wonder what that could be from. I still want Candy King Ivern.
Just candy everywhere.
I like the noises for it, but the actual models.
I like his model and how ridiculous he looks made of candy. Admittedly, part of the reason I want that skin is like, I think it was 3 years ago or something, I designed a Candy King version of Malzahar for Halloween. And I based it off of King Candy. And when the Candy King Ivern skin was announced, I'm like, I fucking called it.
God.
For the wrong champion, but I called it.
Congrats.
Yeah. I like the model, just like the head kind of disturbs me.
Why? Because he's half
Like
a donut?
lot. Just the model for the actual skin, not Ivern in general.
Let me actually
Wait,
look up
wait.
what it looks like in game, because I don't quite remember.
I don't know what it is about the stir, but it just does.
Whoa, Ivern got buffed.
I know. Now I can actually play him.
Just
His head is half a donut on top of a cupcake with a little candy crown.
wow, just wow.
See? Half a donut on top of a cupcake with a candy crown and a monocle. At least I'm assuming that's a monocle.
That is
Yeah.
Oh, this is mid-recall where he's eating one of the gingerbread figures.
Yeah.
cannibalism. I'm kidding.
That recall also kind of disturbs me.
I like that recall.
It's funny. But it's still disturbing.
I mean, that is very true. Hey! Tree guy, or mountain guy, it's me, the tree man!
Hey, Mountain Dude, it's me, the tree guy!
Think you like Ivern a little too much? Just kidding.
One.
He's cool. He's a tree.
I love Ivern. He's like the really happy grandpa for everybody in League.
Yes.
He actually kind of reminds me a bit of my grandfather before he died.
Wow, what a great way to base somebody
Well,
off.
because my grandfather, I always called him Papa. Don't know how that started, but it's a thing. He was always really happy and loved to joke around with people.
My favorite color is spring.
My favorite color is green.
For the longest time, I thought he said green. And I was wondering why people thought that quote was weird. I'm like, green's a color. And then I actually looked it up on the wiki, and I'm like, oh, he said spring. That's why people are thinking he's on LSD.
I mean, like, spring is mostly green.
But it's not a color, it's a time of year.
Let's see, color.
That's like
spring.
saying my favorite color is 12 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, that's my favorite color too.
My favorite color is twilight.
You know, I can never tell when people say 12 o'clock in the morning if they mean noon or if they mean midnight.
When I say in the morning, I'm talking midnight.
Okay, that
Because
makes
12
sense.
o'clock p.m. is technically the afternoon.
I always say 12 a.m. or 12 p.m.
I'd just say noon or midnight.
Oh my god, I can play League now.
No one expects the sneaky Clover.
Forgot that sometimes the quotes are loud enough that my microphone picks them up.
It's okay.
You know what's frustrating?
What?
Seeing your 3 mains, or 4, I think now. Yeah. Having tokens for 2 of them, but you can't get them. One, because one of them is Ivern, and yeah. And then the other one is Jax.
Wait, you have champion tokens for them or mastery tokens?
Mastery token.
How can't you get them?
Well, with Ivern, he's kind of like a pocket pick sort of thing, so a lot of people the people who play him now are like the really good Iverns, and since the grades measure you up against of the same champion are to get high grades.
So you don't have enough mastery tokens to get the next level then?
Nope. I have one.
Oh, yeah, that
I have
sucks.
one and I need two.
My friend Litherin said that he got enough S's or enough S ranks to get Mastery 7 on Volibear before he was even Mastery 5.
Oh my god.
And then after he got Mastery 5 on Volibear, he stopped getting S ranks.
That is me with basically every single one of the characters I play.
Life is so much more beautiful than death.
Whoops. Think I might need to turn my volume down.
Yeah, probably.
Hear it. It's just-
I got freaking lucky with Talon because I got just enough Mastery tokens to get Mastery 6 on Talon and no more. And that's all I wanted. I'm like, I just want to get Mastery 6 on Talon so that he can be considered one of my mains, please. I like playing Talon, but the problem is in draft pick, it's so hard to get a situation where he's actually good, because it's so easy to counterpick him.
Mm-hmm. That's me when I play Soul. I mean, granted, I got Mastery 6 when I was about like, I want to say 35k points. But it's difficult to find a game where he's actually effective in.
I found out, by the way, Talon is actually really good against Aurelion Soul.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He goes inside of him. Not like that.
What?
Like, he goes inside his orbit.
Okay, that's a much better way to phrase that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm tired.
He goes inside the inner limit.
There you go. That was the best one. Oh yeah, I forgot you were in the pod.
It always bothers me when Aurelion Souls take their W first. Because it's like, why are you wasting all of your mana at level 1?
They know how to trade. Like, I sometimes take W because I take Doran's Ring, because that was the original start for Aurelion Soul.
But you're wasting so much of your mana.
Yeah, if you take W, nowadays you actually want to go Corrupting Potion Trinket, and then you use your W to push out the waves in the room bottom.
I don't like that.
But if you're not gonna push out the wave with the intention of roaming, you might as well start Q
Oh,
and
yeah.
have, like, potential pick.
I've had a few times where I've walked into the path of an Aurelion Soul Q. And then I just sit there ashamed of myself.
I remember one time, I started my queue at the base and just went to the enemy base and it was huge.
I did that once in an actual game, and I think I ended up stunning the entire team despite them seeing me coming from a mile away.
Everybody in the chat was like, oh my gosh, it's so big! It was the greatest moment of my life.
I've tried Aurelion Soul and I do so bad.
You have to learn positioning.
Yeah. If not, you basically have to do the Yasuo thing and just spam him for 300 games until you finally get it right.
You see, the only time I ever played Yasuo was on Ascension. And I had no idea how the hell to get my knock-up ready. I didn't knock up anyone that whole game.
That's sad.
I managed to get my ult off at least once, but the whole game I never got 3 stacks of my Q. And I was like, well, this is too complicated for me to understand, and I'm going back to Malzahar.
How to get stacks on your Q. Press Q repetitively.
Well, don't you have to hit stuff for it to count as a stack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's part of the problem, because on Ascension, there's no minions.
You can hit people.
I know that, but then I would go and try and attack people, and I'd die, because they would move in a herd.
Oh yeah, I hate that. Wow.
You know who's fun to play? Galio.
I hate you.
Galio is so fun.
I hate you with a passion.
He's annoying to face.
I know.
I was Katarina. I get counterpicked by Galio. Awful.
I play him support. I don't even... I'm like a bad player, but he's just so fun.
That
'Cause
ult.
as a support, you just build straight tank, and people keep on thinking, oh, it's just a support. And then come about level 10, and then you suddenly have 3 health bars, and they're all looking to their bot lane going, where did you go wrong?
Same.
This makes me think of when I play Thresh support, because I build him straight tank. And I'm just like, haha, it's my job to go in there and soak up all the damage and then disrupt you guys and be annoying. Morgana support, though.
Ouch.
Quote-unquote support.
Morgana support's great.
When I play Morgana support, I build a sidestone, then immediately go for Hourglass.
That's fun.
I did not hear what you said, Barry.
That's fun to do. This rush thing. 8.
I wonder if these apples are still in season.
Somewhere in the world they are.
True.
If they're in season around these parts, they're probably drowned out by the various hurricanes.
I mean,
Along with the oranges.
That's depressing.
Oh yeah, the orange trees in Florida.
I think they also grow them in California, even though California's having a huge drought.
So,
And, you know, Nestle is stealing all the fresh water.
fuck. Why?
Oops.
Because there's, like, natural springs or whatever in California, and Nestle's like, oh, we can take it and then bottle it and sell it to people. All throughout the country. And for whatever reason, the government has not stopped them from doing this, even though the entire state's in a drought right now.
Wow, that's selfish.
Yeah.
Bureaucracy.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, it might as well be.
At least it's not on fire, even though it probably is.
Actually, there's a lot of wildfires on the West Coast.
Yeah,
But-
I know, I lived by a couple of them.
No, wait, Yeah, the West Coast, but the thing is, they're just so common, and they're not actually, like, they're not that big, so no one's really concerned. It's not like they had it several, like, a decade or two ago, where it burned down, like, the entire west half of the U.S., because there was so much brush buildup. And the thing is, on the West Coast, forest fires are actually a natural part of the ecosystem.
Yes, they are. Except when
Well,
some idiot throws a
a match,
friggin' whatever they're called into a canyon and lights the entire thing on fire.
a flare.
No, a firework.
Why would you do that?
Why?
The big problem they had was a while back, though, with the forest fires. People would put them out as soon as they started, so all the dead brush built up.
Mhm.
And then a huge forest fire got lit, feeding on all that built up dead brush, and got way out of control because they didn't have enough water and chemicals or whatever to put it out, so it burned like half the west coast. And since then they've done controlled brush burnings to prevent that from happening again.
Oops. Anybody want to play Invasion?
Not right now.
I don't.
Choo.
We've been talking for an hour and a half.
That's a long time.
Well, podcasts are normally like an hour to 5 hours.
I think I'm gonna drop for
Bye, Brandon.
now. Later.
See you later.
And Zayd is muted.
Eat Jin, let's go. Except not really, because I'm playing Ornn.
What?
Ornn.
You're playing
He's on
Ornn?
Yeah, he's on rotation, so I'm gonna
Okay,
spam
for a second I
bot
thought you
games.
said Bjorn.
Oh.
There's
And
a
I was
new
like,
call.
that's not even a champion.
Boom.
Oh, he is now.
Ah.
I remember when Braum first came out, people came up with ridiculous movesets that he might have. One of which included an army of Poros.
Oh
Yes.
my god, yes, I want that.
There should be a champion that just has like a Nami wave. So it's of Poros.
New Nami
doesn't-
skin. Poro Nami.
I'd buy that.
Or just like has an entire kit surrounded around Poros.
Dude, if they actually made like a winter skin for Nami where her ultimate was Poro, I would buy that.
Touche. Oh, okay, so an intermediate bot, you have a chance of getting an Ornn bot.
Wait,
But
what?
the problem is they don't have programming for it. So it
What?
spawns in without any summoners, a keystone, and it just sits in fountain and does nothing.
What?
What?
Riot! Why did you do this?
I had it in the last game and it was really funny.
Riot,
And,
what the
like-
heck?
You know how bots always have the username bar filled in with like the champion and the bot?
Yeah.
The Ornn one is just a really long line of code.
What? I need to see this.
Questionable.
It's something, man. Why is my thing not going? Okay, got it.
Should I just get the skin or the first edition? First rock.
Okay, I gotta do a custom and see this.
What if you don't get them?
You can
Oh,
change what
Oh.
bots you get in customs.
oh yeah. I remember that.
Do 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 do.
I
Is
need
that
you
a
to-
jungle town without a keystone? Yes, it is.
Oh
I
my
need your-
god. It's Zeta! Zeta,
Great.
you-
This comes out of
I
me.
have a keystone.
I knew it.
that is what got you back into the conversation.
I
Me
knew it. I
and
was
Zaya are the only two people with keystones.
And I'm
Oh.
good at Talon Jungle, thank you.
I didn't say you were bad. I was just joking. Bad
Okay,
bot.
should I get the first star edition or just the skin? I need opinions.
I want the fancy moon border, but I don't have money.
Why can I not have Orn? Riot, what the hell?
You're not orny enough.
Stop.
God, that was horrible. Please kill me. Right here and then.
Grandpappy Ivan tells you to stop. It's time to stop.
It's time to stop.
Wow.
Alright, time to defeat the Rise bot, because that's fun.
Okay, but tank Talon.
Please, no.
Yes.
Zayda, are you playing with the toy over there?
I love my dog.
I knew it!
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
Your dog has a squeaky toy. That's adorable.
It's an emoji.
Oh god.
A squeaky emoji.
Oh. Oh, good.
Should I buy the Elementalist Lex bundle? Okay. I just want the icons.
Hearing your dog play with that toy is adorable.
Squeaky.
I regret life.
I'm happy that that orange pillar displaces now.
I thought it always did.
No.
It wouldn't have made sense.
It didn't before they added it this patch. Q. No, yes. Okay. Okay.
Alright. 5 chests, 1 man. Ironside Malphite, okay. Rise Whitebeard.
Punch. Punch.
Dark Flame Shyvana, okay. I'm getting scammed. Lowy, goddammit. Okay.
Okay. What do I build it to?
Did you just get tired?
What?
Okay, guys. I got scammed.
Squeak.
How did you get scammed?
Okay, I bought 5 Hex Tech chests because I was curious. I got Sona, Alawi Champion Shards, Dark Flame Shyvana, Ironside Malphite, and Rise Whitebeard.
They sound dumb.
They all suck.
I don't know, man. Rise Whitebeard.
They're all below 1,000 RP. Great. Okay. Well,
Oh wait, my E works with terrain, doesn't it?
wait. I can reroll into permanent skin. Sultan King. Oh my god! Don't even play King.
Can't.
Alright.
More like edge. Not really.
Why do I have a Mastery 7 token on Jin?
Why do I have 2 Mastery 7 tokens on Talon?
Because you need to get a third Mastery 7 token on him.
Punch. No, it died.
Clearly you need to get that third S rank.
Pew.
You know what? I should have waited because they release like the championship chests.
Feels bad, man. Fine. Okay.
I wonder when I should end this podcast off.
world ends.
Well, how do we know when
Oh,
when
oops.
the pod ends?
Well,
Punch. Why me?
It's kind of fun to have this Mastery 7 token on Jin because I'm never going to use it. Even if I get 2 other Mastery 7 tokens, because I want to keep my Mastery 6 since it matches the Blood Moon skin splash art.
I can't buy anything because I'm born. Okay. Doo 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 doo. Town is level 3. Next.
Why is Tumblr recommending me Professor Venomous blogs?
Because why not?
Is Tumblr aware of the fact that I really like Professor Venomous?
Woo woo. I killed you in your face.
Oh, Ivern.
What?
First off, I like how I can just say Ivern and that gets your attention. Second off, have you ever played the game Dishonored?
Camille,
What?
you don't get the joke?
No.
Okay, so on release, people are like, oh, it's Bang Lu Fong from Avatar, or I'm getting Dishonored vibes from Camille. I can show you.
I've never... well, Dishonored is a game, but have you played it?
No.
Well, one of the songs in Dishonored is Drunken Sailor. And it's really dark. But,
Yes.
no, oh, it's Drunken Whaler. But fun fact,
Do you
that
with the
song...
drunk sailor? What do you with the drunk
Yep, it's actually a sea shanty.
Hey.
What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? I don't remember the actual lyrics to it, but it's all. But if you play Assassin's Creed Black Flag, that's one of the sea shanties you can have your crew sing.
I should have bought Soraka Order of the Banana. That's
I think Black Flag was also the first Assassin's Creed game where you could actually dive underwater.
whoa.
Because in the first one, you cannot swim at all. If you go into water, you drown.
Oops.
And fun fact, in the original Assassin's Creed, you can drown in a fountain.
Oops.
That has ankle deep water. There, apparently, if you go into it a certain way, the game will register that you are in water and you die. Even though
Come here,
normally you can
Rise.
just walk through it. But in the second game...
Die.
What?
I'm yelling at Rise because he keeps interrupting. Crap.
Well, in the second game, you can swim, but you just swim on the surface, and I think from 2 to 3, you just swim on the surface, and in 4, you can actually dive and swim around reefs and stuff. It's weird that I know this, considering I've only played the first Assassin's Creed game. I played, the very beginning of 2, and then stopped, because it got really confusing for me.
Nice. Whew. Saya. Balanced champion. Oops. Oh, I just now noticed I don't have boots. Oopsie. Boop. Punch. Okay, my ally got killed by Bluebo. Kindred is not jungler, everybody. I repeat, Kindred is not jungler. No.
When was the last time I even played Kindred? I mean, I really like their concept, but then their gameplay just isn't that good. I wish Wolf was controllable.
Yes.
Did I put a spacer? No, I did not. I think my roommates are back. Windy weather comes stormy weather.
Mid-turn bot. You're about to die, except not really, because I backed in the middle of war. Oops. I wonder if you can 1v1 dragon. I don't think you can. I'm gonna start it. Wow, that didn't do much.
I want to play Splatoon sometime.
Does this even do damage when I throw it? Good news, everyone. Ornn can 1v1 dragon. It takes a very long while.
Did you know Riven can too?
Yeah.
Apparently, Jin can 1v1 dragon once he gets an Infinity Edge.
Oh, I did it. I did it before.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Dang it, now I want to play League.
Okay, not gonna lie, my favorite thing to do when I first started out jungling, because I basically one-trick Fiddlesticks so I could understand what jungling was
You were
I
smarter
actually
than
figured
me.
out how to 1v1 dragon at level 2 and get level 3 while doing it, so that way I could finish it off.
Nice.
It was great.
But dude, you were smarter than me then when you learned how to jungle, because I got Talon and Malzahar and I figured out how to play them decently, and I was like, I want to learn jungle. Who should I learn to jungle with? I'll jungle with Shaco.
Yay!
I think without a doubt the hardest jungler to learn. And I decided to learn jungle with him.
Lee Sin.
Ba-do-ba-do-do.
Lee Sin's is not that hard.
Eh.
But I decided when I first joined I was going to learn how to jungle with Shaco of all people.
It's not that hard.
I got pretty good at well, when you have no freaking clue what the heck jungling is. And Shaco's a very hit or miss kind of champion. Like, you either do really well with Shaco or you do really terrible. There's no in between. And no matter what, he falls off after about 20 minutes.
Rips.
I actually don't know what you're supposed to build on him anymore because they've kept like nerfing and buffing him and changing the jungle. Like for a while it was you build attack damage, then you would build ability power, which I couldn't do because I can't play AP Shaco. And then it was you build bruiser, and I don't know what it is anymore. Shaco. I actually got pretty good with him though, and then I picked up Nocturne and I was like, time to learn Nocturne! And then Shaco just kind of fell by the wayside. Nocturne, Shyvana, and Ivern are my primary junglers. Ivern is so easy to counter jungle with.
I used to just I used to just jungle as Fiddlesticks and Jax, I think. But then a lot of people were being toxic when I played Jax.
I
What?
thought you said
So I gave up
jazz.
Hmm?
I thought you said jazz.
Oh.
You like jazz?
You like jazz?
Disco Jacks. Jazz Jacks.
My boy. Anyways, when I played Jax, it was around the time that the Manamune was good on him, especially in jungle since you always had like mana problems. But yeah, basically I had a series of games where I kept being paired with this one Thresh. Like this one Thresh out of all the people, and the Thresh just kept on being really mad because I was building Mirror Mana as like my second item or something.
Wow.
Because I think when I jungled, I went Trinity, Mirror Mana, then finished my jungle item, and then I changed my build depending on how the game was going. But yeah. So that's the story how I stopped playing Jax for about a year. I just stopped playing Fiddlesticks because I got bored, and also because I bought Blitzcrank.
I would play Fiddlesticks, but I do terrible when I play Fiddlesticks. I get one good ult, and then that's it.
Yeah, he's not really viable in this meta currently.
Thing about Fiddles, though, he has amazing jungle clear early on because of his drain. You can do an entire jungle clear with Fiddles and come out with almost full health. But then if you go and play Ivern, you can clear your jungle in like a minute.
Yeah, but then you're at like 2 health and then can't really do much else.
Whenever I play Ivern, I forget to buy for like the first 10 minutes. Because I'm just like
That's
going
me when I
around.
play Kayn.
What?
That's me when I play Kayn.
My God.
Kayn is terrifying. You playing Assassin Kayn is just terrifying, Zeta. We didn't do well last night, but you popped the fuck out of that Tristana.
When you said Tristana, she just got a kill. Wow.
Nice.
Coincidence.
But Tristana
I
was
think
terrifying. But then Zeta would come in as Kayn and just, oh, where'd Tristana go? Well, I guess she's dead now.
Tristana? What
That was Brandon
Tristana?
with Ziggs the other night. Ziggs is pretty strong. Oh, look. Not.
I. Ziggs. Explosions.
That's not bad.
He exploded.
Want to see how to disarm a bomb?
I want to play
Don't
League
worry, this
with
is
somebody.
dangerous.
Yeah, I think all 8 of that Tristana's deaths were to Zeta.
We didn't win, but sure did I wreck everybody.
Yep, you were 11-4. You did really well. I think you did the best on our team. And then, I'm sad to say it, but Plank was 4-14. That Tristana, though, was 24-8.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
Do you guys want to play League?
I can't.
Sure.
Oh, I'm sad.
I can play in a bit. Currently,
Oh,
I'm in
you're
a bot
already in a
playing
game?
at Orange. Oh.
Well,
I'm just.
I think I'm going to end the podcast off here then, so that I can record League on a different recording.
Yeah.
See you in the next podcast if I ever decide to do another one. Hopefully I'll have a better intro and outro.